Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will present for tax administration. Okay, before that I will introduce my group members is Shira, is Ami, and is Nasuha, and me is Sharif, and one member of our member is Nik Fadhilah. Alright.
So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Izzani Nasuha binti Zulkifli, and today I will be presenting about return. But first of all, what is tax administration? Tax administration is the administration, management, conduct, direction, and supervision of the execution and application of a government, country, state taxation, laws and related statutes. Okay, so what is chargeable person? Chargeable person is the person who derive income from nature. Then the person will be accessible to tax. Example, the person that will accessible to tax are husband and wife, companies and bodies, of persons, directors, liability, company in liquidation, incapacitated persons, non-residents, executors, trustees, agents, or representative. There are actually 17 types of return, and the various types of return will be issued by the tax authorities for the different categories of taxpayers. And those taxpayers are resident individuals without business income, export workers, resident individuals with business income, non-resident individuals, non-resident export workers, companies, cooperative societies, partnership, limited liability partnership, trust body, unit trust, association, Hindu joint family, business trust, disease of person state, real estate investment, and also written by employer. Alright, next, what is the use of electronic filing and also known as e-filing? E-filing is used for tax agents in writing to submit his return. And next, for new arrival, which is under section 77(3), an individual who arrives in Malaysia in a particular year assessment have to inform the DG within 2 months after his arrival, and he will be chargeable to tax. Next, responsibilities of an employer. Employer is required to file in the following return at the appropriate circumstances. Example, form EA or EC, notice of employee commencing employment, notice of cessation of employment, employees leaving Malaysia, retention of money, scheduled tax deduction PCB, statement to agent, distributor or dealer. And also, an employee is required to submit his return form BE. If the employer has changed of his address, he need to inform IRB.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Syahirah binti Sharulhizad. I was presenting about assessment. What is assessment? Assessment is a notice in a return. From the tax authorities to the chargeable person. Okay. There are 7 types of assessment, which are original assessment, composite assessment, protective assessment, reduced assessment, increased assessment, and additional assessment, and advanced assessment. Original assessment is the assessment made in accordance in the particular provided by taxpayer or his agent in the relevant returns. However, the Director General can also exercise his discretion in the following two circumstances. First, Director's General Judgment. Second, non-submission of return. Reduced assessment, where there is an appeal against an assessment or additional assessment. There are two situations that an appeal against an assessment, which are first, reach an agreement with the Director General during the review of assessment or by providing acceptable evidence for claim of expenses. Second, win the case through appeals to SP, Com or court decision and resulting in the original assessment or additional assessment being reduced. As such, reduced assessment would be issued to reflect such income tax reduction. Next, for additional assessment may be raised by Director General in the following circumstances, which are first, the taxpayer had omitted certain income while making the return, and it is discovered by the Director General after making the original assessment. Second, when tax had been refunded to the taxpayer by an error of fact. Third, when there is additional income which has not been taken into account when making the return, or the original assessment has not taken into account that income. Next, for composite assessment, composite assessment will be raised if the taxpayer first makes default in furnishing a return in accordance with Section 771 or 77A1. Second, fails to give notice of chargeability in accordance with Section 77(3). Third, makes an incorrect return by omitting or understanding any income. Fourth, gives any incorrect information affecting his own chargeability. The tax payable state in the composite assessment will include the tax under charge and also the penalties. Once the composite assessment is issued, the taxpayer is not allowed to appeal to the SP-Com. It will be final and conclusive for the purpose of the Act. Composite assessment normally comprises a few YA. The assessment usually is made after a tax investigation or a field audit is conducted and it's discovered that the taxpayer has committed an offence under the Act which has resulted in an undercharge of tax. Okay, for increased assessment only issued when taxpayer reached an agreement with Director General, the SP-Com or the court had decided the issue. For advanced assessment, the Director General can issue advanced assessment under 6 circumstances. Lastly, protective assessment. The Director General is authorized to issue additional assessment subject to a 5 years time limit unless there is element of negligence, willful default or fraud. In order to avoid assessment being time a protective assessment will be issued in the following circumstances. A taxpayer is likely to incur a tax liability in YA 2014, but investigation has not been completed. Thus, a protective assessment will be issued before the 31st December 2019.
So I will presenting again about self-assessment for individual. Alright, so responsibilities to keep documents. Section 82 Act requires an individual carrying on a business to keep sufficient records for a period of 7 years and submission of return. Although individual is placed on self-assessment beginning from 2004, the submission of tax return is 1 year later. Payment of income tax. Individual having employment income will have his tax deducted monthly by his employer. Deemed assessment. An individual has to submit his return form BE by 30 April 2020 or Form B by 30 June 2020 for income derived in year assessment 2019. Also, the Director and also the Director General team to make assessment on the day the return is submitted. Abandonment of return is under Section 77B. Effect from year assessment 2009, taxpayer is allowed to amend their tax. Their tax within 6 months from the date of submission. Finalization of employees tax. Employees in Malaysia is mandatory under Section 77 of the Act to submit income tax return Form BE not later than 30 April in the year following a year assessment. And legislation, Section 77C was legislated governing such election. There are situations prerequisites would be. And also, what is the power of Director General? The IRB are empowered to disregard Section 77C in the event Director General is one of the opinion that fraud, willful default, or negligence had been committed by such an employee.
My name is Siti Ami Syahada binti Mat Shah. I will explain about appeal. Self-assessment regime require taxpayer to compute their income tax payable accordance with the tax law and IRB practice. From IRB practice or High Court decision, a taxpayer has to object against its own assessment and submit appeal letter to the taxpayer, to the tax authority, because the return submit is deemed a notice of assessment. Tax appeal must submit if personal relief have not been appropriately given, and then there is an error in the assessment issued in the Inland Revenue Board, which is IRB. Next, however, in the law provide that any person agree by the assessment can appeal against that assessment by serving the Form Q not later than 30 days after the notice of assessment has been served or deemed to be served. And then complete Form Q must contain by the following, which is date and amount of tax payable under the dispute notice of assessment, details ground of appeal containing the reason why the taxpayer disagree with the notice assessment. A Form Q must be signed by the taxpayer himself or
Indicate
an authorized person.
My name is Sharifuddin. Okay, today I will explain the penalty will be given when a person from ITA 1967, any person who commits for an offence will be fined either through penalty of imprisonment or both, depending on severity or the number of offence. So right here we can see all the type of offence, and here is the provision under ITA 1967, and this for the amount of fine, and or they will be in prison or both. Okay, first I will tell about the type of offence. First is the fail to furnish an income tax return form. Second, fail to give notice of changeability to tax. Third is make an incorrect tax return by omitting or understanding an income. Next, give an incorrect information in matters affecting the tax liability of a taxpayer or any other person. Next, willfully and with intent to evade or assist in any other person to evade tax. And then, assist or advise others to declare their income, then attempt to leave the country without payment of tax, and next obstruct any authorized officer of IRP in carrying out their duties, and then fail to comply with any other to keep proper records and documentation, fail to comply with a notice asking for certain information as required by IRP, and lastly, fail to give notice on changes of address within 3 months. This is all the types of the offences, and these offences will be given based on the severity. The penalties will be given, for example, from 200 to 2,000, or imprisonment, or both. And also we can say 1,000 to 10,000 and 200% of tax under change, under charge. So you can see we also have 1,000 to 10,000 and 200 of tax under charge, and also 1,000 to 20,000 or imprisonment, or both, and 300% of tax under charge, and also 2,000 to 20,000 or imprisonment, or both, 1,000 to 10,000 or imprisonment, or both, 300 ringgit to 10,000 ringgit or imprisonment, or both, and also lastly 200 ringgit to 2,000 or imprisonment, or both. Based on the Act, payment of income tax has to be settled by the due date. When the person over the due date, there will be penalty. And based on the Act, the individual with employment and no business income, the deadline is 30 April, while the individual with business income, the deadline is 30 June. Alright. Based on the Act 103, the employment business with, as we can see, 30 April, and under Act 103(4), the person with business the due date, the deadline for the payment is 30 June. Okay, the penalty for the person that exceed the due date, firstly 10% increment of the tax payable. Okay. Next, the penalty is additional 5% increment on the balance of A if payment is not made after 60 days notice of the penalties. Hello, today I will tell you how to file an appeal. Okay, appeal will become because when we receive assessment and disagree with it, we can make appeal. The appeal is, we must do the appeal within 13 days from the notice, and then the appeal must send to RIB, the one that give the assessment to us. Then we must fill out the Q form. Then we can forward to the Special Commission of Income Tax. If we have reason and must do more than 30 days, we can apply extension by using N form. And then the appeal, the decision will be made by the Special Commissioner of Income Tax. And then what the document that required to do the appeal? First, we must state our mistake and also specify what mistake in expenses claim, deduction, exemption, or other things. And then we must remind that the payment of tax liability must has appeal been made. And then the settlement of the appeal, if the taxpayer is not satisfied with the IRB regarding the appeal, we can forward it to the Special Commission of Income Tax. If we doesn't satisfied with the Special Commission decision, we can further out the appeal to the High Court and the Court of Appeal. Like I said, Special Commissioner of Income Tax. Who are them? They are the independent tribunal that consists of panel members appointed by Yang di-Pertuan Agong to handle the tax appeals. Okay, for the document, what is Form Q, what is Form N, and the other document. Okay, Form Q will be used when we have received notice to make appeal within 30 days, and for Form N is when we need to prepare all document more than 30 days, we must fill up the N form. And the requirement for the documentation is expenses, claim, deduction, relief, and other things that can attach to the letter. Okay, for the appeal settlement, the IRB. If we're not satisfied, we can go to Special Commissioner of Income Tax. If not still satisfied, we can go to High Court, and the court is the Court of Appeal. And then